Olem alrele amho madua, ama dhorome malrele amho madua. So this translation I also said, you have a language, you have a script, you have a religion. So you do have your culture, your identity, your religion. If you lost your language, your script, your religion, you also diminish your culture, your identity, and your dignity. And nobody can take care of this. Only you are the only person who can take care your dignity and your culture. Thank you, sir.
Good afternoon. We have got an important GD topic. Are the Indian languages dying? Mainly regional languages dying. See, the language is one of the most important factor of human civilization. We all know it. Yes. And a language means culture, tradition, writings, books, everything. When there is language, there are writings, there is literature, there is everything. If a language is survived, we can have all these things, we can taste all these things. If we look at the Indian history, we'll find that different languages took the leading role in different times. In the time of the Aryans, Sanskrit was the main key language. In time of the Emperor Ashoka, there was Pali language. In time of the Mughal period, there were Arabic, Farsi. These languages and literatures also flourished. And when modern age came, when British was there, then there was influence of English language. Now we can understand that if any language is there, then there is literature. If a language dies, we are deprived of that language, because there are many translated forms of literature or language, but we cannot have the original taste of the literature if it is in translated form. To know the literature, we have to read about know about the language and read its literature. And when a language is dying, it is said that the culture also is dying, the race also is dying, because with the death of a language, many things actually comes to an end. So it is very important to survive a language. What do you think, Nanda?
In my opinion, our regional languages are decaying because of the psychology of India. What's the psychology? The psychology is, so many people think that if a person speaks in English, he's much educated, he's standard, he's a rich person. And if a person speaks his regional language, people think that he is uncultured, he is uneducated, etc. So that's the main reason of decaying our regional language day by day. Yes.
Let's see what Danish says.
Yeah. Look, at first we should know that what is the purpose of language. The purpose of language is to express our feelings, to communicate. It is the main factor for language. So language is it plays a very great role in our life. Yeah. And no doubt our mother tongue is our first language. And look, our first language generally depends on the region. So there are so many, that's why there are so many regional language. Yeah. And the benefit of regional language is that it is very much easy to understand and it is very much easy to speak. But on the other hand, it differs. Why? Because this regional language is as easy to me, it is as hard to other region.
Wow.
Yeah. So that is why there is a lack. Okay, that is a problem. And this lack is fulfilled by English and Hindi. Yeah. Yeah. So this problem is solved by English and Hindi. And that's why English and Hindi day by day become so popular. And nowadays, if you look, that nowadays English is our become a official language. Yeah. But it doesn't mean that you forget the value of our regional language. Yeah, we should not forget the value of our regional language, because regional language, it has own essence.
Flavor.
Flavor.
Can you say something? Is it really dying or not? You told me,
Yeah.
but what think about it? Is the real language are dying?
I'm telling you. Nowadays, nowadays it is day by day the value of our regional language is just decaying. Yeah, but we should not forget about that. That we should give a value, a proper value, of our regional language, because regional language is not only our language; it is our regional identity. Yeah, if regional language is destroying, it means our culture is destroying. Yeah, our literature is also destroying, and our identity also be hampered. Yeah, so we should give proper value. We should give proper value to our regional language as well as English. We should do it. And you, please.
The regional language in India are fading out, and because nowadays parents also send their children in English medium school. In professional area, English is mandatory language, and so any job English is required, and no opportunities for other language. And people also think that if you can speak better in English, so you are intelligent, but it is not true. In our society and culture, regional language should be necessary, and that's our identity.
Actually, from our discussion, I can understand that actually people are being crazy for learning English or Hindi language, but our language is not decaying. Because think about 200 years British rule. Did they could end our mother language? No, possible. 200 years British rule could not do it. Nowadays, people are becoming more and more aware of their mother languages. They are fighting to enter their language in the 18th schedule of the constitution, so that their language gets identity. There are local movements are there, so that their language is being more valued. Not only India, overall world or UNESCO has understood the value of regional languages. That's why they are celebrating International Mother Language Day, to actually survive any languages, to survive the culture of any province, any area. So I think these regional languages are not dying, and it will never die. That's all from our group. Thank you.
Yes, sir. I agree with you, because the regional language, that's all Chiki. Okay, for all Chiki. Yeah, but for all Chiki, the Santal or the SC/ST category, they did the movement for saving the all Chiki language. Yeah, it is a very much good point. And by the way, I am just telling that English and regional language both have same value, because if our regional language fulfill our emotion, if regional language fulfills our emotion, so English fulfills our desire, our dream.
May I explain your one statement? You told one thing, actually I don't agree with you.
Yeah. Yes.
You told that actually what is one student's mother language that is difficult for others. You told
Other regional.
other region. But I don't believe it actually. Think in many rural areas, there are many dialects are there. The common people have dialects. That is their mother language actually. When they speak the standard Bengali, that is just a second language. There is far difference. Dialect and standard Bengali means which is a textbook language. Textbook language is a second language. When they are learning English, that is their third language. When they are understanding Hindi by watching movie, that is their fourth language. A child also can learn 4 languages together. So we can easily say that a person can master or learn 3 or 4 languages easily. That is not a burden if one wishes or have the minimum intelligence. What do you think? Do you think so?
I would like to. So I think we better conclude, and I would like to, just add one important point. I would like to quote Rabindranath Tagore, and he said a very important line actually. He said, if Bengali is the language of emotion, or regional languages are languages of emotion, English is a language of profession.
Yes, that's why.
So in a single sentence, he depicted the importance of both languages in two different dimensions. So a language of profession, a language of emotion. What sir said, he also highlighted the same matter in there, you know.
From his perspective,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can say that think about the Chinese people. They don't care about English language. They have built all the apps or the portals in their own languages. Even Germany, French also are doing work in their own language. They are not expert in English language, as Indians are. So without English,
For a long time in India,
that's why.
it become obvious.
Many other countries like China, Germany, French, even Latin America also, they are not strong in English, but they are doing their development.
We also could have done this if we are not
Yeah.
invaded by them.
Yeah, after 200 years, actually after 200 years rule, we are influenced much. That's why we adopted this.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Very good.
Our love towards regional language is reduced day by day. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My opinion is on this topic. I like being a Indian. We should proud that India is a place where so many people live with different cultures and different languages. So we should respect all languages. But we know that if ask them to speak Bengali in front of people, and sometimes they ignore to speak Bengali, and I think this is the reason the pressure of learning English. So this actually killing our mother tongue, and also I think when we go for a job, so they prefer English or Hindi language. They don't ask you question in Bengali language or your mother tongue. And another thing is that I respect that thing, that we should respect our mother tongue. But another thing is one of my teacher told me that if you are a good command on your English and Hindi, then you can travel all over the world, because this is the fact. So I think we should learn so many languages, but we also respect our mother tongue at the same time. Thank you.
We have to be proud of our religion language. We should have some respect. Regional language. Thank you, sir.
Acha. Our regional languages are dying day by day, and yes, we don't give much importance to our language. We prefer English schools over the regional medium schools. We prefer Hollywood and Korean movies instead of the Indian dramas or movies. And in every posts or the organization's post, English is mandatory. If you know English, then is it okay for you? And if you don't know about English, then you can go for a post of labor. So I think we need a language, I mean common language, which in which we can communicate with everyone. And there is also the same thing. There is only one language, English. So if we continue like this, we can forget about our mother tongue, and maybe our next generation will have no idea about the existence of this language.
Hello everyone. Our regional language is very important for us. But nowadays, children only focus on learning English. For this, their parents are responsible. If they think that their kid learn English properly, they can do well at their school. So in this way, regional language is fading day by day. Thank you.
I also agree. People does not want to talk their don't to talk their regional language. They proud to talk in English. But when they out of her friends, he feeling very shy. They thought that their standard getting low to talk regional language.
Yes, that's true. Our regional language are dying day by day. No one peoples are interested to talk their regional language. Although they feel proud when they speak English.
Today's discussion topic is the dying state of regional languages.
Regional languages are not fading out in today's world, because mother language should be in our heart, and for the sake of professional, we have we have to be
Regional language has not fading out. Every community has their own language, and they are too good at anyone that. Though English is a teaching language, what professional remains? Do people change their language for jobs any reason? It is always mother language. It always mother language. To helps it always mother language to help them.
Hello everyone. Today we also know our GD topic is regional language is declining day by day. So we discuss this topic according to your point of view. So we know regional language is very important for every citizen in our country or India. So according to point of my view, regional language is must for each and every citizen.
Yes.
Regional language is learning language is not very bad, but regional language taught us regional language we taught us in our childhood how to talk with our mother and father. As we Indian, we have the great feelings for our mother and for our country. So let I Ankita please hand over.
Yes, that's true. I also agreed with him. Our regional language fading out day by day because we are ashamed of speak proudly in our regional language in front of others. At this point, why we can't Indians speak proudly in our regional language? Even many foreigners are also speaks in their regional language. English is just a language like all other languages. I agreed that it is necessary to know English language for our corporate world, but I think mother tongue or our regional language connect us with our motherland. So people should respect and not feeling ashamed, speak proudly in front of others. So I think when we respect our languages, then all other respect our own
All
regional respected
to us. Yeah.
through their own way.
Okay, very nice.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, regional languages are fading out in India day by day because due to everyone give performance preference to Western culture and tradition. We are not giving importance not giving importance to regional language as like to English language. We are teaching our child English first to understand rather than regional language. This would be reducing our love towards regional language. Thank you.
According to my point of view, the regional language fading nowadays because most of people speak in English at the place of regional language because most of the company takes his employee who talk in English international language. Even people judge the other people who talk in English. It means they are educated, and who not speak in English, it means they are not educated. This mentality is faded our regional language. Thank you.
Sir, before conclusion of this topic, I also would like to express, I am also belongs to Santal community. My name is Kumar Hasda. So I am proud of this community. And lastly, I say a few lines of great writer of Santali writer, Pandit Raghunath Murmu. She also says this line: Olem alrere amu madoa, orem ama chitor ha adoa. Ama dhorom tahen rene amhom tahena, dhorom al rene ho amhom adoa. Pandit Raghunath Murmu, he is the Santali writer, great Santali writer. So I would say few lines of his poem.